Good morning, good morning, good morning, good afternoon, no matter where you at in the world. Good morning, good afternoon, good night, wherever you at in the world. Bon dia, bonjour, sac passe, comment ça va, hola. Wherever you at in the world, you rocking out with the one and only phillydom. I'm coming to you live and direct from New York City. I'm coming to you live and direct from Astoria, Queens. And we're going to talk about a lot today, man. We're going to talk about a lot today. Just waiting for you guys to get on the live. And then we take it from there. So I know it's early morning, so it's going to take a minute. Oh, somebody gave a like. Uh-oh. Somebody left a comment. Logan say, yo, morning, my man. Good morning, man. Good morning, Logan. What's good with you, man? How's everything going, man? So happy you could be on this live today. You know, we're going to talk about the migrant shelter situation. I'm going to tell you the truth. I'm going to tell you what's going on with the migrant crisis shelter situation. Because, you know, some people heard that, that they're shutting down shelters and some hotels that were shelters are reopening as regular hotels again. So it's a lot to talk about. I know you guys want to make sure that in 2025 that this migrant shelter situation with the migrants, that was like a tongue twister, with the migrants come to an end. So, you know, I said I'll keep you updated. I'll keep letting you know what's going on, and I'll keep pushing the envelope regarding this subject matter. You know, nothing going to stop me, nothing going to slow me down. Some people leave they say some things in the comment section. They're like, yo, Philly Dom, why are you doing so much videos regarding the migrant crisis situation? It's because it's something that affects everybody. I know we have some people that's in other parts of the country that are not feeling what Chicago is feeling, not feeling what New York is feeling, not feeling what Denver is feeling, not feeling what Los Angeles is feeling, not feeling what Texas is feeling, not feeling what Florida is feeling. And, you know, I'm here to give you the gossip and the news on what's going on, man. But like once again, man, I'm so happy that you guys tuned in. And I appreciate, you know, all the support. And I thank you guys for watching the channel. Let's get into it a little bit. Let's get into it, man. Let's get into it. First of all, 25 shelters will be closing. That's big facts. The Mayor Adams said it. I've been watching them. Mayor Adams, that's the New York mayor. I've been watching him. He said 25 shelters will be they call them humanity emergency response and relief centers. These big words for migrant shelters will be closing in the next 2 months. Now, you know, I go around and I record all the different shelters and stuff like that just to let you guys see the energy and the vibes and what's going on there. Because some people live in places like South Dakota, North Dakota, Wyoming, and they don't get a chance to experience what we're experiencing on the East Coast, like in Boston with the migrant crisis, and you know, in other places that I forgot the name. Even DC had migrants, but they kept that on a hush hush up and quiet. But yes, 25 shelters are closing in the next 2 months. And the reason why these shelters are closing is because they're not getting the same influx of migrants that they once were receiving earlier in the year and last year and the year before that. So that's what's going on. Now, I know people hear rumors and stuff like that. They saying, oh, they're cutting down the shelters because they're trying to hide the migrants from Donald Trump, President Trump, when he comes in. No, they are downsizing because they don't need as many shelters. But I feel like they should still keep, this is just my personal opinion, I feel like they should still keep some of these shelters open because we have in New York City, I only can speak for New York City, Chicago can speak for themselves, and you know, Denver and Boston, and the list goes on and on, DC and whoever else. to speak for themselves. But as far as New York and me being here in New York has the most homeless people in the United States. So they need every facility and every place they can. And like some of these tent facilities that they're closing down, I feel like they should keep them open. Let me give you an example. We got one tent facility called Floyd Bennett Field. That's one of the tent facilities. It's called Floyd Bennett Field. That's in Brooklyn. It was like an old Air Force base or Navy base, some kind of military base. They're closing that one down because they said the lease is up, I think, March 2025. So that's why they're closing that one down. So at one time I was saying, they should use that one as, keep that tent facility up for our homeless people in New York City, because them places can fit like 2,000, 3,000 people. Well, so they're closing that one down. Floyd Bennett Field, remember that. They said they're going to close that one down on January 15th, 2025. I'm going to go check. I'll be here. I'll be in the area. I will go there and I will check on it and see to make sure that they're closing it down. Plus, they said that's federal land. That's the only migrant shelter that's on federal land. So that's why they're trying to get that one closed right away. But they just said they don't have the influx. So I understand. I wanted them to keep that one open for the homeless people in New York City, but that makes perfect sense. So now they have another, and I nicknamed these different shelters. That tent shelter was called, I nicknamed it the worst, the most hated migrant shelter in New York City. So that one is going to close down on January 15th. We're going to check that out. That's a tent facility. Now I'm talking about another tent facility. Well, they call it Randall Island Migrant Shelter. That's another tent facility. I think they should keep that open. They're saying they're going to close that one down sometime in February 2025. So they're saying they're going to close that around February 2025. So we will keep our eyes on that. But I feel like they should keep that one open because of the homeless situation here in New York. I feel like the same effort that they put helping the migrants, they should do that with their homeless. And, we don't keep talking. Let me see some of these comments. Logan said, well, 25, where are they going to be sent to? Well, they shuffling people around. I go to the one in Clinton Hills. Shout out to Biggie Smalls. Clinton Hills is in Brooklyn. That shelter, it's like 3 big mega shelters, buildings, like factory buildings, or I don't know what type of buildings they are. They're loaded. They're loaded with migrants. There's a ton of migrants in them places. Queen said, I wouldn't mind if my taxes were helping people that are citizens from the United States. Queen, that make logical sense, man. But your tax dollars will look like wherever they want it to go. But it's definitely been helping the migrants. I've been doing these videos. At one time they were giving them free food, clothes, shelter, staying in hotels. Some of them staying in some real luxury hotels, man. I'm talking about the 10 cities just now, but they had some real luxury hotels, some luxury hotels. So like they say, all good things must come to an end. Well, it's going to come to an end pretty soon for them. Going to come to an end pretty soon for the migrants. But they still, there's still a little bit of them are coming in, but like I said, not that much. And then Trump vowed, once he gets in office on January 20th, people I couldn't come any faster. That's like the big day. January 20th is the big day. So when January 20th roll around, we'll see what Mr. Trump does after January 20th. But January 20th, he gets sworn in. But, I did my due diligence, and I have a whole list of shelters, migrant shelters that I can give you the list of the ones that are closing. And, when I get time, I'll go to these different shelters and check them out. Queen said you're doing a great job with your coverage. Thank you, man, Queen. That's why I asked. People laugh at me. I'm like, the reason I was able to go to like 60 shelters because you guys helped me. So I'm gonna give you my Cash App, which is the fastest way to help me. And I need to get another ticket, bus ticket for 7 days so I can go from shelter place to shelter place because I get unlimited rides if I have this ticket. It costs like $35. You guys can look it up. So any donations that would help. I'll just keep it real, guys. That would make it easier for me. That's how I was able to move around so fast. Craig Jones said checking in from Brooklyn. Shout out to Brooklyn, man. And when I get a chance, I will go out to Clinton Hills. Whenever I get a chance, I will go out to Clinton Hills. I'll definitely go out to Clinton Hills and check on that group of shelters out there once again. And then we have another tent facility. It's called Cremont. Cremont is in Queens Village. It's an old it's a facility for people with like mental illnesses, and they have land on there and they use that. I think they should keep that migrant shelter open as well. That's another tent facility, but to help our homeless. And plus, like I said, let's talk about Clinton Hills. Clinton Hills is like I said, it's like 3 big shelters there. They should keep them open to help the homeless in New York City. See, what they did in New York is they used every bit of real estate they had. Any building that wasn't being used for something else, they used it as a migrant shelter. And if it was an office building, if it was a hotel, any type of building that they could use, they used it to help the migrants. So I feel like they should put that same effort into the homeless situation here in New York. And they have these places already ready and running and functional. I don't know why they won't just, give them over to the homeless people and do the same thing. Craig said these things is money grabbing things. Yes, for the city and those who invest in it, but Trump's got to do what needs to be done. Yeah, it's a big money making scheme. I'm telling you, man. I go from place to place because I'm gonna just keep it logical, and then we're gonna get into I'm gonna talk to you guys about I'm gonna tell you the shelters. I got the special list that let me know what shelters are closing or already closed, and we're gonna read down that list, and I'm gonna tell you what's closed and what's already closed. But what I wanted to say before I lose my train of thought, I forgot. That's why I said before I lose my train of thought, I was gonna tell you guys something. What was I just saying, man? What was I just saying? Somebody tell me what I was just saying. See who's paying attention, because obviously I forgot. What was I about to say? What was I talking about? Because I think I lost my train of thought. That happens sometimes. Once again, make sure you guys hit the like button. They have, once again, like I said, they have so many of these facilities. They need to make sure that they help the homeless people of New York City. Status Boom said, keep giving these people work and keep mashing chant. Well, I forgot, what I was going to say, but shout out to my boy Status Boom out there in Madison, Wisconsin. What's going on with you, brother? Once again, if you guys are watching, make sure you hit the like button. If you're a hater, make sure you hit the like button as well. Let me get my list. I got a list. Hold on. We're gonna break it down one by one. We're gonna go down one by one through this list of migrant shelters. But if anybody hold on, guys. I'm trying to get my list. That one, that one, that one, that one. Hold on, guys. Let me go to my list. Wow, here's my list. Okay, they have a shelter in the Bronx. These are the list of shelters closing down. This one in the Bronx, they said it closed down and it went back to a regular hotel. It's called El Rancho Hotel in the Bronx. That was one of the shelters that closed down. And then we were just talking about, let me give you the whole full name. Floyd Bennett Field Humanitarian Emergency Response and Relief Center. That's in Brooklyn. That one's closing down on January 15th. Then they got another hotel. I ain't been to this one yet. I probably need to go there. But they said it went back, and these are shelters that within the next 2 months are already they already don't have no more migrants in them, or within the next 2 months they checking the migrants out. It's hotel. You guys, some people from New York, y'all might know a little better than me. Hotel RL, that's what it says. It's in Brooklyn. Then it's Imperial Hotel in Brooklyn. Sleeping in Brooklyn. I got to check these hotels to see, if they still got migrants or not. 97th Street Dorms, Manhattan. I got to check and see if that one. But I think that one for sure. That one for sure, I could tell you. I don't think they have migrants there no more. Then Americano Inn in Manhattan. I've been there. I went to that one. I got a video with that one. Just back to being a regular hotel. It's $200 a night. It's a nice hotel in Manhattan, man, in Midtown Manhattan. Then Hotel Marriott in Manhattan, another nice hotel, Midtown Manhattan. I went there too as well. Back to being a regular hotel. Now they saying, let me give you the big name real quick. We got to go with the big names again. Randall's Island Humanitarian Emergency Response and Relief Center in Manhattan. That supposed to close down in February. It's supposed to close down in February of 2025. So let's see. Let me see what you guys are saying, and then we go back. Saddest Boom says, shout out to D1, D3, and Miss El Salvador Hollywood and Master Wayne. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. If you guys are watching, make sure you hit the like button. And Kelly, I told you I was going live. Philly is early, I know, but I had to go live early. I got some stuff to take care of in a little bit. Boom. And you guys are welcome to support the channel via Cash App. I greatly, greatly appreciate it. That will help me out. I need to get another ticket, 7-day pass to roam around New York City. I would greatly appreciate that help if you guys can help me via Cash App. Let's see. Also, it's another place, another dorm, because they even use university dorms as well. Like I said, they use every bit of real estate to do this. So I feel like they should put the same effort in the homeless situation here. And then you have your elderly situation here. And then you have your vets that served in the military. And believe it or not, a lot of vets are homeless. Like if you talk to some homeless people, a lot of them are ex-military. Believe it or not. Believe it or not. I'm not making this up. Okay, we have the Upper West Side dorms. Okay, Stafford, Humanity Response and Relief Center, Manhattan. They use them as well. Like I said, they use every bit of real estate. I have to go check on some of these places because I'm not sure if they open or still closed. The Essence at JFK Queens. That's a hotel. I think that one is still open, but they said it's going to close. Close soon. There's a lot of them in Queens, man. JFK, Rep Center, Queens, Quality Inn, JFK, Queens, Voyage Hotel Queens, that one is back to being a regular hotel. I've been there. And I've been there. So that one is definitely back to being a regular hotel. Voyage Hotel in Queens. Now. You know that, they didn't just have hotels in facilities they use just in just in New York City. Let's talk about the state. Holiday Inn Express in Albany, the Ramada Plaza, Albany, New York, Sur Stay Plus, Best Western, Albany, New York. Albany, New York had a nice couple hotels there. I might even go out to one of them just to verify that, man. And then Red Roof Inn Plus, Elmhurst. These are places that should be closing in the next 2 months. And they had them everywhere. They had these migrants everywhere. Places that we don't even talk about like that. Best Western in Buffalo, New York. Quality Inn in Buffalo, New York. They're not giving the addresses. So they had the migrants all over the state of New York. The Crossroads in Newburgh. The Red Roof Inn Plus in Poughkeepsie. Shout out to Poughkeepsie, right next to Yonkers. Central Motel, Courtyard, in White Plains, man. They everywhere, man. They everywhere. Craig said it's already been reported that the Palestinian government owns a lot of these buildings that Mayor Adams used to house the migrants. So we unwillingly giving our tax dollars to, foreign government. All right, I hear you. Well, I didn't know that. That's interesting. Ryan said, good morning. Kenya said, good morning. Kenya said the government from Venezuela doesn't want illegals to come back. Of course they don't want them to come back. But I mean, it's the people from their country. They gotta take them back. They have to take them back. So Trump said he's gonna start with the criminals. He's gonna start with the criminals. Then he'll work his way to the regular people. I'm trying to understand how you're gonna do that, because once you get rid of the criminals, which is logical, you have how can I say this? How can I say this to you? You have people that is waiting for political asylum. So they're already in the U.S. government system. They're supposed to get their date in court. They're so backed up that they it's going to take some of them years just to go to court. I'm going to see if, maybe Trump can speed it up a little bit, because some people are here for political asylum. Let's not forget that, people. Some people are here for political asylum, and they need to get their due process in court. What do you guys think of that? Because some people are truly here for that. But I'll be the first one to say that this migrant crisis situation has got completely out of control. Once again, if you guys are watching, make sure you hit the like button. Kenya said the illegals said they are scared because Trump is going to deport them. I mean, Kenya, some of them are going to get deported. Some criminals are going to get deported, and some regular, everyday, trying to survive in the U.S. Migrants will get deported from Chicago, from New York. New York is going to be a big place for Trump to deport people from. Boston, wherever they at. The only thing is they do have a little head start on the U.S. government and ICE, because they know that, January 20th is going to be something different. It's going to happen around here in the United States. So some of them are going to probably try to hide out and go to other places and, try to just be out of the way. Ryan said, bye, Eric Adams. Yeah, because New York City, you guys have an election to 2025 for mayor. So, and I think he's going to try to run again. He's wild. He's definitely going to try to run again, man. He's a wild guy. He's going to run again. All the pressure he was under, man. Kenya said the liberals want illegals to stay in the United States because they have rights. Yeah, so we're going to see how this is going to play off. But I can go back to my list. Let me say the list again because I know we got more people in the live. If you're watching, make sure you get a video like, man. I appreciate you guys for tuning in. Now, people always hear about the migrant crisis in New York City, but it's in New York State. So they have a lot of hotels that should be closing shelters. I could read some of them off the list. Maybe you guys know. They said they got a Red Roof Inn Plus in Poughkeepsie. That should be closing. And when they say closing, like some of the hotels are just going back to being regular hotels. You know what I mean? They got paid with the migrants, and then they'll just get paid regular. You know, they go back to regular hotels. Central Motel, Courtyard, White Plains, that should be closing. So I want to go. Maybe I might even make a little road trip and go up to Albany and places like that, and just check and see if these hotels are back to normal as well. Because since people, I'm trying to break down that stereotype that you guys saying that they're going to hide migrants and stuff like that. And Voyage Hotel in Queens, that's in Long Island City, Queens. That's back to being a regular hotel. I was just there yesterday, and I did a video there. You seen it? And Randall Island, I can speak for Randall Island. They said that's going to close in February. Now, the one we're going to really keep our eyes on, and I'm going to go check, Floyd Bennett Field, Humanity. I got to say the whole thing is so funny. Floyd Bennett Field, Humanitarian Emergency Response and Relief Center in Brooklyn. That's supposed to close January 15th. So I want to go there and verify that. And then I see some more hotels in Brooklyn, like Hotel RL Brooklyn, Imperial Hotel Brooklyn, Sleeping in Brooklyn. Sleeping in Brooklyn. I got to figure out them hotels as well. I got to figure them out as well. So it's a lot going on, guys. I'm doing the best I can. Vogel said the closings probably because they are putting them in apartments. I mean, they just said it's not an influx of migrants. Jamie, they just said it's not an influx of migrants like they used to in New York City. That's why they closing. That's what the word is on the street. I don't know if they hiding them. I can't, but what I've heard, and I can always go to Roosevelt Hotel, the intake center, and I can let you see. But I mean, at one time, I used to go there. It used to be packed with people in the front, the back. It was tons and tons of people. So it slowed down a lot. The traffic for the migrants have slowed down tremendously, like tremendously. Had to get the H2O on me. You know how that go. It slowed down tremendously. Tremendously, it has slowed down. So very interesting scenario that we're looking at. They said the question is, where are the migrants that are already here going? I mean, that's something that the president Trump is going to have to answer, and his people. I mean, they still here. I mean, I'm in my neighborhood of Astoria, Queens, and they still here, man. They I seen them yesterday. They here. I mean, they're not going nowhere. They're still in the hotels. I got to see how everything is working. It's a crazy, crazy situation. Kay said the ones that don't have papers to go and don't have, I guess, places to go in Buffalo by the 31st will be sent back to New York. Kata, thank you for that, because you don't really hear too much about the migrant crisis in Buffalo, New York. Man, I mean, I knew that the migrants were all over New York, but I don't really hear too much. I never really heard too much about Buffalo, so that threw me over. So they're gonna just put them on a bus and then put them in some shelter in the area. Hold on, guys, for a second. I got a little message. Hold on one second. Message real quick. Yeah, Rena said the mayor is putting them in apartments and giving them free housing. They're spreading outwards. I could check into that, man. You know, I'm a little investigator. I'm gonna do my investigation, so I will definitely check into that and see what's going on with that. United said send the migrants to Port-au-Prince, Haiti. Why would they do that? Port-au-Prince is in shambles right now. We'll take them in if the U.S. doesn't want them. They ain't gonna send them to Port-au-Prince. Port-au-Prince, Haiti has its own problems. They can't. They don't have money and effort to take care of the people they have in Haiti right now. How are they gonna take migrants from other places? You got to be kidding me. United, unity. I mean unity. Kenya said the borders are still open for illegals to come in. Um, that's a good question. I would say yeah, because it's still under Biden's administration until January 20th. So, hmm. I mean, I know another YouTuber by the name of Nick Shirley. I need to check out his content. Nick Shirley. He was just at the border, one of the borders in Texas, and it wasn't really like no migrants that I saw like coming in like that. But I think he was saying they were still coming in. Shout out to Worldwide in the building, Enforcer. Ryan said, bye bye, Eric Adams. I hear you. That's the mayor of New York, if you guys don't know. Jamie said, who really knows what they're doing with this? They are all for them, not us. Yeah, so I don't know, man. Like some stuff we just gonna have to, just keep being on the lookout like I'm doing, like, me going to the migrant shelters and stuff like that. Just being on the lookout. Yes, indeed, my brother. Yes, indeed. We just got to keep being on the lookout and tell this guy I'm live to one of my friends. I'm live right now. If you want to check in, I'm live right now as we speak. So I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you guys, man. I'm gonna just keep doing my due diligence, keep going to these migrant shelters, and keep focusing on the task at hand, and we'll see where this is going. That's why it's a very interesting situation. The next come up, no, the cities FHEPS 8S and other supporting housing vouchers to New Yorkers, regardless of immigration status. I didn't know that next coming up, man. I'll check into that, man. She said, no, they're the cities FHEPS and other supporting housing vouchers. Okay, I'm gonna check into that. Craig Jones Sr. said, Unity, Haitians can't even help themselves. Like I said, Haitians can't even help themselves. My family's from there. I'm Haitian. I'm a Zoe. They can't even help themselves. So how, right now, least help others from other countries? There's no possible way. There's no possible way. I mean, if they want to send the people back to their countries, that's different. If they want to send them people back to their countries, that's different. Let's see. Jamie said they don't have any rights, and I hope they are scared. This is ridiculous. Well, somebody's taking a trip back, so somebody's going back to their country one way or the other. Kenya said, and I was watching Alex Vegas YouTube channel about the migrants, makes fun of disabled homeless Americans in Chicago. Watch that video. All right, I'm gonna watch that video, Kenya. That's some sad stuff if they was doing that. Jay said, hit the like button. Where is Milano? He's letting us know he is in Punta Plata, Dominican Republic. Shout out to the mighty DR and the historical Haiti. I know that place pretty well. I said, you missed my comment, brother. Let me go back. Okay. I'm going back. Hold up. I'm going to go back. I'm going to check your comment. I said their kids are already registered in the schools. Most of the migrant women came here pregnant and got pregnant on purpose for a birth certificate for the benefits. They know what they are doing. You're 100% right about that. Walking around yesterday, and I noticed that it was a lot of in the area was at least two, because I'm in Queens. At least two of the migrant women in the area were pregnant, and some had young kids, like 1, 2 years old. So that means they had them kids in the United States. 100% they had them kids in the United States, because some of them been here for 2 years, 3 years, So we in a tricky situation with this migrant thing, man. This migrant crisis thing. Yeah, like I said, I'm a man of God. I believe in God, man. We just gotta pray that Donald Trump does the right thing. It's up to him to see what he's gonna do as president, to do the right thing, and he has to do it in a respectful way, because whatever we do reflects on the American citizens throughout the United States of America, if you know what I mean. He said, I already know that, man. Where's Milano? Brazil is a special place, man. Brazil is a special place. I already told you that. Kenya said there are so many migrant ladies to get pregnant that they just want to abuse the system. The city needs that money not to be spent on illegals. I hear that. Then Newborn said the citizen used to get help from government, such as emergency assistance. They would help with gas bill, either pay the whole thing or half. Okay. Now with 2 grants, you can get 100 each now. What help is that? Yeah, I mean, Newborn, it's a lot going on. There's a lot going on. Shout out to Sosua, Dominican Republic. Where's Milano? Jamie said, no, I didn't. Yeah, it's a lot going on. Yeah, the DR has definitely changed. Milano, the DR has definitely changed. It's definitely changed. Passport said, I love Haitians. Shout out to you, Passport. Caesar said they they did not come over in a respectful way. That's true. That's true. That's true. But we shouldn't have let them in like the way we let them in either. That's what was really causing the problem. You know what I mean? It's our house, and we let them in our house with no. They didn't have to come through the back door. We let them come through the front door with no problem. Now this is a big problem that we got to figure out. Critical said, much love, Philly. Shout out to you, man. Critical smoker. Shout out to Brazil and Cornwall that be here in February. Kenya said also Vegas had made a YouTube channel about the migrants insults housekeeping staff from taxpayer funding NYC hotel room. Watch that video, you will be shocked. All right, I'll check it out. I'll check it out as well, man. I will check it out as well. Cashman said, I'm closer than a wink. Shout out to you, champ. And that's the Cash App right now if you want to support the channel. Greatly appreciate that. I hear you, Milano, I hear you. Dustin said deport. I hear you. I hear you, Dustin. I hear you. Vegas said gets all the real scoop on migrants. Yeah. Yeah, man. Once again, let me give you guys a list If you guys don't know what's going down, because I know some people just tuned in, 25 shelters will be closing in the next 2 months. 25 migrant shelters will be closing in the next 2 months. 25 shelters. And also, people think that the shelters that's closed, that they're gonna put them in apartments and stuff like that. I have to verify that, you know what I mean? And then some of them might get in apartments because they might be linked up with some people from the States. And that's how the cookie crumbled for them, some of the migrants. But we will find out what's going on over time. Over time, we will find out what's going on. I will keep a keen eye on the migrant crisis, especially in New York where I'm at. But I can give you a quick rundown of some hotels that are closing in the next 2 months or already closed. Well, I can tell you, let's just be real. I'll just tell you the ones that I've been to, and you can go to my videos, you can verify this. You can fact check this. The Americano Inn in Manhattan, that one, there's no more migrants there. It's open as a regular hotel, and it's like $200 a night. It's definitely worth checking out. It's in Midtown Manhattan. It's a nice hotel. Also got Hotel Merit, another nice hotel that was a migrant hotel. They had these migrants in some nice hotels in Midtown Manhattan. $200 a night, $250 a night. That one is back to being a regular hotel. It's back to being a regular hotel. I've been there. And then the big one is Floyd Bennett Field. That one is going to close on January 15th because they're on federal land. I said it before, but when you do these lives, you have people coming in and out of the lives. So you always have to repeat yourself. And I think it's just fair. And that's a big one. So that'll be like the biggest facility that I know that will be closed at that time if it closes on January 15th. And then you have Randall's Island, which they said will close in late February. And this is not phillydom saying this. This is the mayor of New York. Mayor Adams is taking responsibility for this, and he's saying this stuff is going to happen, and this is how it's going down. He's the one saying that these places will close on them days. So we're going to see. We're going to see. We're going to see, like Drake said. We're going to see. But I can vouch for, like I said, the American Inn in Manhattan and Hotel Merit. And then, like I said, if I get some time and everything is going right, man, and you guys can support the channel, I'll go to Albany. I think that's the fairest one. Albany and Buffalo, if I can go there as well and check on the migrant situation there and see if the hotels closed down. Because, see, people think everything just happened in New York City. No, they went to Albany, Buffalo, Newburgh, Poughkeepsie, White Plains. And, that's probably a small list. It's probably way more places because I know my boy Big Hawk, he's from Yonkers, and they have facilities in Yonkers. So that's telling me the place in Yonkers where Big Hawk is from. Shout out to Big Hawk. That's telling me the place in Yonkers is still open because I'm looking at a list. I got this list. I mean, it could be building up every day, but I got this list, and I'm telling you what's on the list. So it's very interesting on how this is going to unfold. Once again, hit the like button and support the channel any way you can. Cashman said, I can tell you which ones will close, but it's a secret. Well, I'm going to find out, Cashman. Cashman said the Row and 2 others will stay open. The rest will close. Okay, yeah, I figured that. And what about the one you guys forget about what is it? What's the place called? The other 10 facility, Creedmoor. The Creedmoor one. That's big. It's still got a lot of people there, man. It's still got a lot of people. So, I mean, I would have to move around New York State a little bit as well to see what's going on. Unity says send them back to what's there. And then, we have to pay for this, Unity, too. Just like how we keep complaining about our tax dollars. It costs money to put these people on planes because, it's people that came from 160 countries to get political. They're people have came from like 160 countries to get political asylum. Then you got people here from countries like Ukraine. You know, they go under the radar. All you hear is about the Venezuelans, the Haitians, the Haitians, the Haitians. You might hear about some Ecuadorians. You might hear about Africans, but you have people from countries like Ukraine that country is in political turmoil because they're still at war. That's why I said, Mr. President, aka Mr. Trump, our president, he got a lot on his hands. He has a lot on his hands to unpack and take care of. He has not just the migrant crisis, but we have wars going on. There's a whole bunch of stuff on his plate that he has to deal with. So I'm gonna pray for him every day, man, that he makes the right decision because it's a lot. It's a lot on him. I said I live by featured drum, and we got them too. Okay. Yeah, the migrants are everywhere, man. The migrants are everywhere. Once again, let me give you guys my Cash App. If anybody want to support the channel, I need to get another bus pass. It's like $35 or anything. Anybody can donate. That would help me because that's how I got. That's why I got. I hate saying the word "God." That's not good English. That's how I was able to move around the city so much with the unlimited bus pass, man. I went everywhere. I went everywhere to record. I went everywhere, you know. I said I live along the, okay, number 6 bus line. Okay, I know exactly where you're at. Stephen Boulevard, that bus runs from Jamaica to JFK Airport. The long-time locals are less on riders now. It's packed with African migrants and Spanish-speaking migrants now. That's indeed, I agree. Critical Smoker, thank you for the $9.99 super chat, the 99-cent super chat. Greatly appreciate it. That will be used and that will help me to be able to, you know, do little stuff here. Appreciate you. And then Hi said, but Watertown, Fort Drum by Watertown has a lot. I don't know where that's at. You know, I'm not in New York. I'm from Philly, but I'm living in New York. So educate me on that part of it's New York State, I guess. That's somewhere in New York State. Educate me on that. I greatly appreciate it. Oh, Watertown, New York. Okay. Yeah, because nobody has really went exclusively all through New York to check on the migrant crisis situation. Once again, I'm gonna give you my Cash App as well, man. Kenya said, "Don't give illegals no free rides like them walking back to their country. Let migrants find a way." No, but they're gonna have to do that because I mean we're in the United States of America, so anything we do, the whole world is looking at us. The whole world is looking at us. Yeah, Unity is $35, man. You can Google it. You guys can Google it. I ain't gonna make up nothing. You guys can go Google it. It'll pop right up. You guys can go Google it. You guys can definitely go Google it. Trust me, it's not what you think it is. Oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man. Let me see something. Yeah, it's $34, man, and then it's $1 for the new car. So it's $35 to be exact. But yeah, I'll definitely make more runs, man. But I was happy to find out about that bus pass thing. That's probably the fastest way to move around New York, man, because it's a lot of traffic. Leonardo said, "What did you find out about the drones?" I didn't find too much information. You guys tell me what's going on with the drone thing. I know people, it's a big talk of New York right now, the drone situation. Everybody's talking about the drone situation, but I haven't found anything about the drone situation. So something's going on. Something's going on. Something is going on. But you guys tell me what you guys know about the drone situation. Cashman said the ones that conducted themselves properly will stay due to school, immunization, and court appearances. Yes, indeed. But definitely somebody's going back, and Trump's gonna have to do a big. He's gonna have to, make it do it big. King has said, "I'm just speaking my mind. They should go back home and fix their own problems back to their country." Well, King, I'm gonna be honest with you too, and I always like to tell you different stuff. I always try to be real and transparent as possible. A lot of these people come from countries like I have family that comes from Haiti. These countries are worn, torn, poor, poverty stricken countries that you can't really have opportunities or anything like that. You got to think of the logic. As us being American in the United States, you got to think of the logic. Why would somebody walk to another country with no money or no real means to survive here? Because we paint the U.S., and this is to everybody in the chat, we paint the U.S. as the American dream, which is American dream. They have the most millionaires here. It's a lot of facts to that. But you really have to work hard, you have to hustle, and you really have to be the saying that the young people say, got to be about your paper, you know what I mean? And if you come in as a migrant or immigrant into the U.S., you might not speak the language good. You might not write the language good. You might not have this. So you can still, be successful because a lot of people come from plenty of countries and they've been successful here. I have family members like my dad, super successful, you know what I mean? So it depends. It just depends. But the only reason they took the chance to walk through 10 million countries, and some of them walk from South America into the Darren Path and then make their way into the States. And it was dangerous. People got killed, people lost their lives. That tells you what's going on in them countries. And Unity said, "I'm in New York, Philly, the Bronx 5 train, Bronx." Yeah, shout out to Unity in the Bronx. So the struggle is real for them, not to give no excuse. I'm just telling you what's going on. But the ones that are committing crimes and doing gangster stuff, they got to go. They got to go. They got to go back to their country. They got to go back to their country. Okay, newborns under the federal law, undocumented 8 U.S. 3124 code, craft, unlawful immigrant counsel in building or providing transportation, law 5 years in prison, penalty, PED of law not exceeded. Okay, thank you for that information, guys. Look what newborn said. Once again, this is my Cash App or Super Chat. Me support the channel any way you can. I greatly appreciate that, man. But yes, 25 migrant shelters will be closing. They will be closing soon. 25 migrant shelters will be closing soon. 100%. 25 migrant shelters will be closing soon. Just want you guys to know that 25 migrant crisis shelters will be closing soon. So some of them have already closed. So they've been on point. Like I said, 2 of them I know already have closed. The Marriott, Hotel Marriott, Madrick, and another hotel I know for sure, and some more have closed. And I know some of them dorm places have closed as well. So it's a lot going on. It's a lot going on. Hold on again. But yeah, I'm going to definitely go check and see which ones are still open and which ones are closed. The Americano Inn in Manhattan, that's closed and reopened as a hotel, which it was before. Hotel Maverick Manhattan reopened as a regular hotel as well. So they definitely had the migrants staying in some nice places, guys. If you guys didn't know, and he lived under a rock. Cashman said all of Long Island City will close and Queens will be thankful. Yeah, because they got a ton of them. There's about 30 of them in my neighborhood. Like, I don't even have to go far. I can walk in my neighborhood and show you the migrant shelters. Just in my neighborhood, there's so many facilities. It's so many facilities. And then it's Estelle, so I can't think of the name. It's called Estelle. It's another one in Long Island City, Queens. That's packed. It's an all guys facility. It's packed with a lot of people. Migrants, men. A men facility. Faith over fear. Faith over fear. That's all right. And they're going to move okay. I saw a video where that happened. Once again, everybody, let me put it here. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. Also, make sure you guys share the videos and get the videos a like. Greatly, greatly appreciated. Yeah, it's your boy phillydom. I'm coming to you live and direct from the apartment. You see the background where I'm at, the kitchen. I'm in the kitchen right now. But what they say, the crib, coming to you from the crib. And we're just talking about the migrant crisis. But I will keep a close eye on a lot of these shelters, but some have been closed. Will said, but they come here with attitudes that they are better than us Black Americans. I won't say all of them because I talk to them every day and I record them every day. No, not all of them, but obviously it's some that always gonna have that little chip on their shoulder and think they better than Americans. But most of them that I have ran into, I've never felt that vibe, and I'm on the front line with them. I'm not defending them, but I want to be transparent and I want to be real and I want to be truthful with you guys. I'm on the front line. If you check my channel every day, I'm out there recording them and hanging out with them, going. So I see what they do and what they don't do. But I would say a lot of them feel entitled. Like they were given so much from the government, the U.S. government, that they just thought this was the norm. And I don't know, somebody had to break their bubble and let them know, like, oh, this is not the norm. They don't even do this for their own homeless people because they were getting entitled. I remember at one time, like we're talking about Floyd Bennett Field, that's the tent facility in Brooklyn, places like that, Floyd Bennett Field, they some of them didn't even want to go there because a lot of migrants were going in hotels and stuff at one time. I mean, nice hotels. I didn't want to put the hotels out there, but it's hotels we all stayed at. They were going to nice hotels and places like that. And they didn't even want to go to Floyd Bennett Field. So I would say, yes, some of them felt entitlement, but it's more for us as Americans to think about that because we gave them so much. They just thought this was the norm. This is how it should be. And like we know better that they didn't do this for our vets, they didn't do this for homeless, and they didn't do it for our elders. They the three people I worry about: our homeless, our vets, and some of our homeless are vets as well, and our elderly. But I've never seen them take care of people like they took care of the migrants. I can say that much. And being here in New York, I've seen this with my own eyes. I'm not like in Wisconsin or Wyoming or Idaho. You know what I mean? I'm here in New York City, and I've seen this with my own eyes, man. They really did a lot for them. They really did a lot for the migrants. They did a lot for them. Virtual said, words is that if anybody house, feed, or shelter hide illegal aliens, they will be charged with a felony. I mean, I think that's the right thing to do. But it's going to happen. There's always some suckers out there that'll do it. Cashman said all three major processing centers in Manhattan will stay open. The Roosevelt, and I can't see the third, but if you know it. I don't know. I mean, you're talking about the road. I know the road, the Roosevelt Hotel. I guess you're talking about the NYC Row. I would think that's one because that's a big facility for them. But you said the road. You said the road, the Roosevelt, I don't know the third one you're talking about, and I can't say the third, but if you know, you know. I don't. I mean, I've probably been there. I got to think about it, man. Let me think. Let me think, man. I've been to a lot of them, man. I've been to a lot of the facilities, so I've been there. I don't know, Estelle, the place in Queens, that's pretty big. Estelle, or it's probably the ones in Brooklyn, man. I mean, because I know they like putting them. I know they trying to get the migrants out of Manhattan like that because, that was a big show when they was in Manhattan. But when you get them in Brooklyn and these other places, I don't know, 47th and Hall, like that area. I don't know, man. I'm trying to think of the big ones, the major ones. Aristotle underscore Pat, shout out to you. Hell up, my brother. Aristotle underscore Pat, watching as you. Appreciate you, my brother. Appreciate you, appreciate you, appreciate you. Cashman said the biggest ones are in Manhattan. I mean, they said they're gonna get rid of Randall Island, so it's not Randall Island. I don't know, man. I don't know. Just tell me, man. If you know, just say it. It ain't no top secret. This is not like some top secret clearance. If you know, you know. This is not no top secret clearance. Like, you know what I mean? If you know, you know. But yeah, I'll do these lives and I'll keep updating you guys so you know what's going on. But if I can get to like upstate New York, the Albany and places like that, just to double check, in Buffalo, because these are places that people knew that migrants was there, but people didn't even know that, man. Like they never really got like TV time. Maybe they had local TV time, but they didn't get TV time like how the ones in New York City, man. People see them every day, man. Every day, every day, every day. Every day, every day, I'm hustling. Check on my one friend so I know what I gotta do. I'm here. I'm just checking some stuff. Hold on. Oh man, what the? I'm here. Aristotle underscore pass said a whole bunch of New York migrants heading to New Jersey. You have to pass through here, brother. Yeah, I will definitely pass through New Jersey. I will pass New Jersey because New York is expensive to live here. You gotta have your paper right to be in New York, man. New York is nothing. New York is nothing nice. Nothing nice as far as like chat wise. New York is expensive, very expensive. New York is very expensive. New York is very expensive. Hold on, guys. I'm just texting somebody. Boom. Oh. Cashman said all three of them are walking distance between them. That's why I say you've been there before on video. Yeah, I know. Yeah, Brooklyn. I figured that would be a good place because it's out of the way, man. So if you're not, from Brooklyn or what I mean, it's where it's at. It's in the they learn not to have the ones in New York City because it's just a lot. But yeah, I figured that. I figured that. So I will focus a lot of effort and time on there. Our score pass said Jersey is almost as expensive as New York now, bro. A one bedroom and a nice area are going for like 2,500. I hear you, my brother. That's expensive. I hear you. I hear you. Virgil said, "What people get or don't get in their country is not our problem." Yeah, 100%, 100%, 100%. I agree with you. I agree with you. We have our own problems to deal with. I agree with you, but just to say something for you to understand, because I'm a travel vlogger. I've been to a lot of countries. I travel a lot of places, so I've been a lot of places. And I'm trying to be transparent and real as possible with you guys. It's not our problem. Virtual said, once again, I'm gonna read what he said and I'm gonna tell him something. What people get out or don't get in our country is not our problem. We have our own problems to deal with. Yes, indeed, we do. But the United States always tries to be the country that, helps a lot of people and do a lot of stuff, like, what I mean, for other countries. So people look at us as like the number one place to go to come. Everybody wants to come to the United States. No matter where I go across the world, everybody wants to come to the United States because we paint it as, you can make a lot of money. It's a beautiful country, which is true. Everything, money, you can make money. It's a beautiful. We paint it as that. So when people are in struggle and need, they see the United States as a place of refuge and opportunity that they won't get in their countries. Everybody wants to come to the U.S., no matter where I've been throughout the world, whatever corner of the world I've been. Everybody want to come to the U.S. You know what I mean? But you're 100% is not our problem. And you're 100% right about that. But the way we've promoted the U.S. as the American dream and the best country in the world, and I'm not saying we're not everything we promoted ourselves as, but that entices people from less fortunate places to say, I want to take refuge in the U.S. I want to come here in the U.S. But I can also say this, as far as regards with the migrants, the illegal migrants that are here, the ones in New York are, I can speak about the ones in New York because I'm in New York. They learning real fast that America is harder than what they thought. They thought they would just come in and everything would be gravy. And then now that the money's running out, they can't get, funding from the state and all that. And they really got to, figure it out. It was definitely a lot easier in their countries because the U.S. has a lot of rules and regulations and everything is this and everything is that and that ain't this and this ain't that and da 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 da. So that makes it a crazy, crazy situation. Cash man said Floyd Bennett Field is closing and Ward's Randall Island is closing. Yes, they are. I feel like I said before, I feel like while we talking, I feel like they should have kept them open for the homeless people, man. They said Floyd Bennett Field they couldn't because that's on federal land. They feel that, Trump will go after that place first because that's federal land. He got a lot on his plate, man. He has a lot on his plate, Trump, man. I'm gonna pray for him, man. He has a lot on his plate, man. He got a lot on his plate. Ford said the first of these was a bailout hotel industry. First off, this was a bailout hotel industry. Well, if it was a bailout hotel, it helped. Trust me, they was getting that $350, $400 a night from the different migrants. You're 100% right. It definitely helped the hotel and tourism industry. That was guaranteed for months, for months, for months, for months. They would have money for months. Have their rooms at hotels for. So it's man, this situation. Yeah, we always gonna talk about this. We're gonna just keep discussing this migrant crisis. I'm gonna stay on it, stay on top of this migrant crisis situation with the shelters, man, just to let you guys know, because that's one of the last pieces. Because it's hard to survive if you don't have nowhere to stay. It's hard to survive if you don't have nowhere to stay. So, oh man, if you don't have a place to stay. But yes, if you're just tuning in, 25 shelters will be closing in the next 2 months. I've been to a couple of them that are already closed. And when we say close, like some of them reopen as a regular hotel. I think the only places that will stay closed is like the office facilities and stuff like that. But the hotels will go back to being a regular hotel. But like it definitely bailed out the hotel and tourism business in New York City and across America. Trust me, because they was guaranteed that them hotels were packed and they was gonna get their $400 or $300 a night. So that was the hotel industry. You see, they keeping quiet. They made a ton of money off of this because they getting money from the U.S. government. So it's guaranteed. It's guaranteed money from the U.S. Kenya said Harris always wanted, like, I guess, illegal migrants to come to the U.S. America, let me see. Wow. Young global leaders also. So wow. This is deep, man. America, what you were saying. I just had to make sure because we on YouTube. Everything I can't say openly, you know what I mean? So I was just double checking. I don't want to get flagged, but go see what America said. America the Defender said. Once again, man, support the channel any way you can. The more you support the channel financially, the more I can move around and give you more and more videos. I'm definitely every day giving you guys some migrant crisis videos and letting you see what's going on with this migrant crisis in New York City. Let's see. Once again, hit the like button, man. It's like 10:30 a.m. in New York City. Probably gonna move around, take care of some stuff, do some stuff. Move around a little bit today and see what I can get into. But don't forget, once again, you rocking out with the one and only phillydom, coming to you live and direct from Astoria, Queens. Cashman said Long Island City is going back to where you can find a room from Queensbridge for cheap. Yes, indeed. You crazy, man. And once again, guys, man, like I always say, man, support the channel, man. Support the channel. I would greatly, boom, shakalaka. I would greatly appreciate it. Shout out to my boy underscore Risk of Pat as well, man. Shout out to Ace Live, checking effect. International Zoe. Shout out to all the YouTubers out there, man. I greatly appreciate you guys, man. Laura said, hello, everybody. Laura, we just talking about the migrants crisis and what's going on with the migrant crisis hotels and everything like that. Just letting them know that, where did I put that? I left it over there. Let me think, guys. I'm gonna go out, try to get some content today. So we will Laura said, where are you going next? I'm not sure yet right now. I'm focused on, New York and taking care of everything here in New York. So I will be here in New York for a while because I really want to, focus on this migrant crisis thing and get everything under control with it. not me get everything controlled, but like let you guys see what's going on. Kenya 2023 said their country is a community, meaning that Venezuelan government controls everything. I hear you. I hear you on that. But that's it for now, guys. I will come back and we will be talking about the let you know what's going on with these hotels and everything like that. But let me get ready to go on the field and go out and about and let you guys get some real raw content. Talk to you in a little bit. Peace, love, and happiness. And I'll keep updating you on everything.